coverings in the case of a graph. Now here let G be a graph and let us small letter g be a set of edges, and it is the set of edges. Now in a graph G, a set of edges small letter g is said to be a cover to G. Small letter g is a cover of capital G if every vertex in capital G, every vertex in capital G is incident on at least one edge in G. That means every vertices exist as an end vertex in small letter g. Actually G is the collection of edges and every vertex in capital G appears end vertices of edges of capital G, and if this condition satisfies, we can say small letter g cover capital G. Okay, now a set of edges that covers a graph G is said to be an edge covering. An edge covering. Another name is a covering subgraph. An edge covering or a covering subgraph or simply covering of G. So edge covering, covering subgraph, covering of G are all same. The set of edges that covers a graph G is said to be covering of G or edge covering or covering subgraph. Now a graph capital G is trivially its own covering. Capital G. Capital G you can consider as its own covering. A spanning tree in a connected graph is a covering. Similarly, a Hamiltonian circuit if it exists is also a covering. Okay. Now, what is meant by the minimal covering? What is meant by minimal covering here? The minimal covering is actually a covering from which no edge can be removed without destroying its ability to cover the graph. Now we can consider a graph and two of its minimal coverings. Okay, so we can draw an example now. So consider one example. Okay, now suppose that here is an edge from here to here, there is an edge from here to here, and suppose that there is an edge here in this way, and there is an edge from this to this, and suppose that here is an edge here, and suppose an edge from here to here and here. Suppose this is one graph. Now the same graph we can draw again. So we can draw here Now suppose the graph is like this. The previous figure, here we are again redrawing to show the different minimal coverings. Okay, so here I am coloring the selected edges here. We can select these edges so that every vertices are selected. So here consider this edge so that every vertices are included. Every vertices are included in the collection of the covering small letter g as end vertices. Here you can see that all vertices are included in the edges in the covering G. The blue colored lines are included in the collection of edges of small letter G. Now again we can consider another minimal covering here. Another one is like this. Suppose we select this edge, then we select this edge. Now next we selected this one, then this one, then this one, then this one. Every vertices are included. That is the main thing here. Every vertices must be included in this covering. So these two are minimal coverings, because what is a minimal covering? The minimal covering is a covering from which no edge can be removed without destroying its ability to cover the graph. Now if we remove any of this edge, and that surely that will destroy the definition of cover. Okay, so what are the observations here? Observation number 1 is, a covering exists for a graph if and only if the graph has no isolated vertex. The graph has no isolated vertex. Now 2, a covering of n vertex graph will have at least a integer part of n by 2 edges. Here what is meant by integer part of x is the smallest integer. Integer part of x means the smallest integer, not less than x. Smallest integer not less than x. Okay, the covering of n vertex graph will have at least integer part of n by 2 edges. Now the third observation, every pendant edge in a graph is included in every covering of the graph. Okay, always pendant vertices are included. Now the fourth observation, every coverings contain a minimal covering. Every covering contains a minimal covering. Now the fifth one, if we denote the remaining edges of the graph by g minus g. The selected edges are small letter g. Now the remaining edges g minus g. The set of edges small letter g is a covering if and only if for every vertex v, the degree of vertex in g minus g, degree of vertex in g minus g less than or equal to degree of vertex v in g minus 1. Now the sixth observation is, no minimal covering can contain a circuit, for we can always remove an edge from a circuit without leaving any of the vertices in the circuit uncovered. Therefore, a minimal covering of an n-vertex graph can contain no more than n-1 edges. Now the seventh observation is, a graph in general has many minimal coverings and they may be of different sizes. The number of edges in a minimal covering of the smallest size is called the covering number of G. So what is meant by the covering number? So that is a new term for you, covering number. So covering number means the number of edges in a minimal covering of the smallest size is called the covering number of G. Here you can see that here 2, 4, 6 edges in the covering. Here 8 edges in the covering. So what is the minimum number of edges here? 6. Okay, like that we can calculate the covering number. Okay, next we can move to one theorem. Theorem 8.10. Now the theorem says, a covering small letter g, a covering g of a graph is minimal if and only if G contains no paths of length 3 or more. A covering small letter g of a graph is minimal if and only if G contains no paths of length 3 or more. Now we can move to the proof now. Suppose that a covering G contains a path of length 3. Okay, so here we want to prove that G contains no path of length 3 or more. Okay, so here we assuming, suppose the covering G contains a path of length 3, and that is, suppose the path is V1, E1, V2, E2, V3, E3, V4. So why its length 3? Actually the path length is the number of edges. So here there are 3 edges. So its path length is 3. Now edge E2 can be removed. Edge E2 can be removed without leaving its end vertices V2 and V3 uncovered. Therefore, G is not a minimal covering. So G is not a minimal covering in this case. Okay, so here the theorem says a covering G of a graph is minimal if and only if G contains no path of length 3. Here we are considering, suppose that there exists a covering G contain a path of length 3 and it is V1, E1, V2, E2, V3, E3, V4. And here suppose that the edge E2 can be removed without leaving its end vertices V2 and V3 uncovered. Therefore, that means G is not a minimal covering. Thus, we can say a covering G is minimal if it contains a path of length 3. Now, conversely, if a covering G contains no path of length 3 or more, all its components must be star graph. All its components must be star graph. Conversely, here we are assuming G contains no path of length 3 or more. So, in this case, all its components must be star graph. What is meant by a star graph? Star graph means graphs in the shape of star. From a star graph, no edge can be removed without leaving a vertex uncovered. That is, G must be a minimal covering. Okay, so here we can consider the star graph. This is a star graph with two vertices. Here star graph with three vertices. Here star graph with four vertex, then five vertex. So here you can see that this is a star graph with one edge, here two edge, here three edge, here four edge. So these are star graphs with 1, 2, 3 and 4 edges. Okay. So conversely, if G contain no path of length 3 or more, all its components must be star graph. All its components must be star graph. From a star graph, no edge can be removed without leaving a vertex uncovered. That is, G must be a minimal covering and hence the proof. Okay. Thank you all.